Rylie Bucknavage with us here on the John Mendola Show. We're talking Lake Lehman softball senior year. Did you expect the success that you had right out of the gate this year? It was impressive to see this team right out of it. Like, okay, we're scoring runs, and other teams aren't scoring runs on us.
Yeah, I definitely expected it. We've been going since November, and we've been working really hard. The whole team's been putting in lots of great work, and our bats have been really flying this year, so I knew we were going to start off really strong.
When you ended last year and you said, hey, I want to get better, and you're a field hockey player as well, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but when you said, hey, I want to get better at softball in this area, what were some things that you personally, said, hey, I'm going to get to the cage, or I'm going to get faster, or whatever it was?
Yeah, I wanted to work on my hitting because I didn't come off of last season with a good bat. And this season, I started off a little stronger than I ended last season. So I put in a lot of work in the cage over the summer and even over the course of the winter because I knew that was my goal this year, was to hit the ball.
Let's talk about the defense on this team this year. You're a good pitcher. Teams aren't scoring a whole lot of runs. So take us through, some of the players that you feel have stepped up.
Our freshman, Caitlin Grunicki, she's our shortstop. She really has stepped up this year. She's starting at shortstop, and she's got a really good glove on her. Our whole outfield, Ava Hudak and my sister, Gracie Bucknavage, are really strong in the outfield. We know that if anything drops, we have each other to support us behind each other, and we all have good gloves out there. We know what we need to do.
And how about some memorable, I'm sure all the wins, because you've had a lot of them this year, are memorable, but was there a game or two that you really fired up for and enjoyed it?
Yeah, the first time we played Holy Redeemer was the most hype we've ever been. Like, we all knew going into that game we wanted to win because after last year, it took us 3 times to beat them, and this year we wanted to do it the first time. So that game we were really excited for.
And one of those teams that's pretty darn good. And of course, you're going to get to the playoffs. There'll be good teams up in the Lackawanna League as well. The chemistry of this team, you guys seem very close-knit.
Yes.
Talk about that.
We're very close. We've been going since November, but even before that, a lot of us play on the same travel team, so we're really close with each other, and we do a lot of stuff outside of softball that also builds our connection with each other.
Let's talk about field hockey a little bit. A lot of work. Coach has been there forever. Great tradition there. A sport you really like?
Yeah, I did really like field hockey. I came into it my sophomore year because they needed a goalie, so they reached out to me and I joined, and I've been with it ever since. Mrs. Lipsky was a really great coach. She really was always there for you.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's talk about the next step for you. You're a senior, so decisions have to be made. What was the process like, and where are you going? What are you studying?
I was very confused with where I was going. I never knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm going to DeSales University to become a physician's assistant. I was going to go to King's, but then DeSales has a better education that I could get, and there's a possibility that I might play softball.
All right, awesome. Love DeSales, great campus, great athletic programs, so you'll be in good hands down that turnpike, not too far, but maybe far enough from home. When you talk about Coach Shapego's approach, what kind of coach would you describe her as?
She's one of the best coaches I've ever had. She's always there for you, even outside of softball. Like, I knew if I needed something, I could just reach out to her. But on the softball field, she knows when it's time for business and when it's time for fun. And we have a big mixture of that on the team. It's not always just serious. We're always having fun.
Well, I think you described everything about Lake Lehman softball perfectly, and we wish you the best at DeSales.
Yes, thank you.